Guys, let me tell you about ketowiththomas.com. This stuff's going to be good for you, I can promise you. Have you found yourself grazing at the fridge a lot more than usual these past couple of months? If so, you are certainly not alone. I'm fairly sure that you've even walked into a health food store or flipped on the television. You've no doubt heard of the ketogenic diet. I've heard of it. Listen, it helps all of us. We're stuck at home because of CV. It's time to get healthy. You need to listen up. Keto Elevate is specifically designed to help quickly and efficiently raise your ketone levels so that you can reap the benefits of the keto diet. And right now, guys, is the perfect time to focus on your health, and the Keto Elevate is ready to help. We know your health is paramount, and during these trying times, we have a very special offer in place. Guys, they are going to give this to you for 51% off and free shipping within the United States. That's right, up to 51% off the regular price. Not only that, because we want to give you all the tools to set yourself up for a lifetime of great feeling. You want to feel good with your body. Listen, click the link below right now, www.ketowiththomas.com, and order your supply today. Be one of the first to reap the rewards of the Keto Elevate, and you will receive 51% off with free shipping in the U.S. Guys, listen, this helps. It lessens the hunger and the cravings, increases brain function, clarity, and focus. We all need that. Also, it gives you better metabolism. I have a problem with that. Incredible natural energy levels, and much, much more. Guys, go to www.ketowiththomas.com. Reap the benefits today, 51% off. I can promise you it'll be worth your while. Thanks, guys, and enjoy the podcast. Good evening. How are you living? Are you having a beautiful Monday evening? I appreciate each and every one of you for stopping by today. If you've never been here before, today's your lucky day. A lot of people dread going back into the week. They dread to see that, look out their window, and things aren't what they used to be, were they? Right? Well, this is a little place that all of us can go. We can all come here on our little corner of the internet to be like-minded, to share our views, to have an open platform, to practice positivity, and just to soothe ourselves, just to decrease the suffering that is actually manufactured. See, that's the funny thing about all this, isn't it? That it's all manufactured. The world's not supposed to be like this. It wasn't created for us to live on this planet, to live in this realm, and to suffer. No, it's all manufactured. So once, I believe, here in the near future, we will see a significant shift, because the ones that were doing the manufacturing will be eliminated. And that's the end game. That's the end game. That we make this such a good place, such a easy place. It's supposed to be easy and cool. It's not supposed to be a constant uphill drudging battle. It doesn't have to be. It's a mindset thing as well. But guys, if you're new here, it's amazing. It's amazing, and I thank you. If you're new here, let us know in the chat. Let us know how you found us. You can call in. This is a call-in show, and I'll drop the, you can see the numbers now. I left them up, so let me go ahead and set that real quick, like so we don't get any, so we don't get anybody ringing in on us. There we go. Beautiful. Right, guys, so the number's on. If you want to go and call in, we'll get to those eventually. We just like to come here and talk, right? We like to talk. And again, if you're new, let us know. Samantha Rivera just subscribed, so thank you, Samantha, rather. And guys, yeah, if you're new here, subscribe. You will not regret it. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, it's all about just being better. Tuesdays and Thursdays, we'll talk about the news. But on these live streams, it's just a coming together of kindness, which is what we all need. We all need that. So go ahead and subscribe if you'd like to. Go ahead and hit that notification bell, because this channel is overly suppressed. It is overly censored. And, we're in the trenches. This channel is in the trenches, and we go day in and day out, sometimes 6 days a week, of just fighting the good fight, my friends. And it's always a pleasure. This is what we're here for. This is what we're here for. Just to help. Just to help. Light workers, some people say. Light workers, what's wrong with saying that? I think we're all spectacular, beautiful people. We're here for a reason. Gaipo Jim from Glasgow, Scotland. Welcome aboard, sweetie pie. Good to see you here. I'm glad that, I don't know what time it is in Scotland. What is it, about 3 a.m. or something like that? Let us know. But just go ahead, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and just get ready just to take in good vibes. Good vibes. We are such a unique family here. And it's just a good time. It's just a nice time. I hope you had a wonderful day. I hope you had a great weekend as well. It's hot. But you got to go to the pool, right? You got to hit the slip and slide. Have yourself a few brews, cook out, be with your family if they allow you to. DJJD28, thank you, sweetie pie. Thank you. Listen, I'm new. I subbed. Gold is above 1800. Redneck Superman, thank you so much for subscribing. How'd you find us? Interesting to know, right? Let us know. Nikki Silvers, we just got going about 6 minutes ago. Don Mitch, good evening. Good evening. Yeah, we just started. But, listen, things could get a lot worse. And providing this place for us might just be the calling for me. I don't know. Me and Shan were talking earlier, and we talk about just what's to come and why we're here. We have such great conversations, Shan. Mallory LS new here. Hi, Patriots. Found you on Twitter. Excellent. Crypto Brownie from Brisbane, Australia. Good day, mate. Nice to have you here. It's nice to see you. Christine Weddle, thank you for subscribing. I really appreciate it. Also, if you do subscribe, if the notification does come up, it will flash across the screen. If you want to support this channel through the Streamlabs, it will flash across the screen, making it for everyone to see it. But the whole point of this is just to push out positivity. And that's it. Doris Downs, welcome. Punisher, Shan, Sunny Skies, Buck Swain. I saw Buck in there too. Good to have you, friends. Good to see the mods in the house, in the crib. Yeah, I have huge hands. It's weird. DJJ, yes, I enjoyed your True History, the Untold Stories show. Woo! 30,000 views in one day. Can you believe it? Me, Punisher, Stop to Go. We brought it. I told you we were going to bring it. I told you it was going to be something. 2 weeks. 2 weeks of advanced research brought to the table, never skipping a beat. That may be, and I think it possibly is true, that is the biggest, the highest viewed live stream in the amount of time that it was out since this channel's been on. It's in the top 2. It's got to be. So I'm really glad you guys enjoyed it. You can't wait till the next one, right? Next time it's going to be even better. It's going to get better and better. And yeah, the next show will be bigger. It will. Because we bring the best information, this I can tell you. Sessions activated. We will talk about that. Because that's good news. That's a Q proof. That Jeff Sessions tweets what? Very seldomly. And then he hashtags trust Sessions. That's a Q proof. Folks, that's a Q proof. So, it is a granted, guy, I'm making so much money. That's not true. Because it's been demonetized. The whole channel's been demonetized. So every video I create is free. It's just to put out. That's it. Joseph Collins, Thomas, hope you're doing well today, brother. Thank you, my friend. Thank you for asking. I greatly appreciate it. Mark Kuckerberg, no, I will, if I want to, I will talk about that on the regular podcast. I just do not want to talk about any negativity. It's too, the news, the mainstream media is a 100% a virus, a mind virus. It really is. Think about it. Patricia Serdal. Hi, sweetie. Good to see you here. Don't you find that to be strange that that it is on 24 hours a day, a 24-hour mind virus? You can shut it off, but they won't shut it off. Force-fed poison. And I've known this. I've known that's what it is. That's all that it is. It's just a virus. And you can take it. You can take the news however you want. It's how you digest it. Because you can take it and you can run with it, and it may not affect you. And that's great. That's great. But a lot of people don't know what they're getting into when they step into the ring. When they step into the ring of 24-hour news cycle, it can be rough. It can be rough. But it's how you digest it. It's how your mental has got to be top notch. Top notch. Because if it's not, you will be swept under the tides of negativity. You'll be swept away by the rip current of garbage. Of manufactured garbage. Could you imagine not understanding what's going on and honestly believing that the world is on fire? Could you believe that? Do you understand how much it's not even about how dangerous it is, but how dangerous it is up here. It's heavy. It's heavy. If you're not ready, that's tough. It's tough. So that's why I do this Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. This Friday I will have Charles, so we'll do an afternoon stream. And most, it's a smaller crowd, but if we promote it well, I mean, we usually get the base. It's about 11 to 1,500 people, and that's the fam on our corner of the internet that we keep pure. We try our best to just to run with the purity and to run with the positivity, and it's so I get it every day. I see it every day. It's therapeutic. It's so therapeutic for so many people out there. Just to be like, listen, we got some synthwave in the background. We're talking about just making ourselves better. And there are many ways to do that. And we talked about this last time about fasting. Guys, we came together. I believe it was a unanimous vote to say Wednesday. You got today and you got all day tomorrow to get ready for this, to prepare for it. And, we need to do it. I think we need to do it. I think our bodies, I think our brains, I think our beings, our souls need it. I don't know. Brian C., True Reporting. How do I know about collagen? I mean, I take it. If you want to order it, I would order it. I have some. BioTrust, son. Get it. I also take this. You guys ever seen this? Natural Calm. You take that? It's good stuff. It's just magnesium. It's good for you. It's not bad. Stephanie L says, I always feel the best when I'm fasting. Well, it's going to be, I've done the 15-hour fasting. Wednesday, 24 hours. 24 hours. I'm probably going to be putting out some crazy tweets. I'm like hallucinating from it. Wouldn't that be crazy? I'm going. Balls to the wall. Wednesday. You know? I bet I feel way better. I bet I will. I need it. I need a cleanse. So it's just gonna be it's just gonna be a 24 hours of water. Might do sparkling water. I feel like that would fill me up and to get me through it. Thomas, so far 9 people are here from just the tweet. Punisher, thank you so much. Such a wrecking ball on Twitter. So go ahead and follow yourself. Follow the Punisher on Twitter. And I know you guys, I mean, you can drop your link in there if you want to yourself, my man. That's totally cool. The more you don't eat, the easier it gets. Kimberly Romero, the more you don't eat, the easier it gets. How often do you fast? We've talked about this before. One day. Canadian Deplorable 45, done 3 and 4 day. 4th day was awesome. You're telling me you didn't eat for 4 days? The carbonation may bothers my empty stomach. I'm okay. Lemon water. Melissa. Kevin Danos, twice a month. That sounds about right. If we could do that every other Wednesday, well, that would be every other Wednesday, right? I don't know. I can't even think right now. Guy JC, what's up, man? Lemon water helps. I'm gonna go get it tomorrow. Just like just the drip in the water. Just do it that way. Get that. Are you serious? Well, banger. My preacher near me does a 40-day fast. What is he, like a monk? Tracy Barrett, never tried fasting. Should I, and for how long? I'm in. I would start with the 15-day fast. Or 15 hours. So I was doing it from 9 p.m. I would not eat again. 9 p.m. and you got to stay under about 1,800 calories. Stay at about 1,800 calories. Don't eat from 9 p.m. to 12 p.m. the next day. And you'll see a difference. You'll feel different. Especially if you do a little bit of workout with that, meditation or some yoga, stretching. Oh, you'll change. You'll change. I've noticed it in myself just from doing it. Kimberly Romero says, lemon water, read ingredients first. Okay. B-Spain, you've done 14 days. That's a shock. Imagine what your system is thinking. Imagine what your brain is thinking. Imagine what your brain is thinking. Joe Mo, I mean, you could do whatever as long as it's, I think the amount, the 15 hours is like that's the That is fasting. That's intermittent fasting. So if you want to do that, by all means do it. I was watching. I'm going to switch gears for a minute. We'll go back into it if you want to. Just chat it up. This is another thing that you get with this channel. A lot of people don't read the chat. There's not a lot of back and forth. And guys, it makes me, even Shan. I've known Shan has been with me on this channel since 500 subscribers, and we just hit over 200,000. So imagine how long Shan's been here. And me and Shan are just saying there's not that many channels that actually converse back and forth with the chat. And it's so therapeutic for me to do this, you have no idea. I'm not doing it just to benefit myself. I hope it helps you as well. It's a nice thing to have. Rook Castle, what's up? Fred from New Hampshire. What's up, Freddie? There's no way I could do a 10-day I couldn't do that. This one day is going to shock my system. It's going to shock my brain. But if you actually look into like studies of monks, practicing monks, I think they would every day, once a day, they would have a teaspoon of rice, cooked rice, and then they would just have a very small amount of water, and then they would just continue to meditate every day. And I guess they become ascended masters. I don't know. Maybe we could get a monk on the show. I don't think they do that. I don't think they even mess with technology. I don't even think they mess with any of this. It's probably better. It's probably better for them. Isn't that wild? Oh, I love this. All in on private intelligence. It's going to give you supernatural grace? What? I love that comment. Moses fasted 40 days, came down from the mountain, and then went back up for another 40 days. Isn't that like a very reminiscent of a monk? The monks were doing that. They were in the footsteps of Moses. Colin McGaw, how do you super chat? You have to go to the Streamlabs link. The channel has been demonetized, but you can still super chat though, and it'll flash across the screen for you. Cootie Cat, coming to you with love from Vegas. How's Vegas, Cootie Cat? Thank you, sweetie. Or a friend, whoever. It's a literal cat typing on the keyboard. I do the master cleanse. Multiple people in this chat have done the master cleanse 10 days. My gracious. That's just insanity. Yes. Joanne Basta. I know you've been with us for a while, Joanne. Jesus fasted and prayed for 40 days. I believe he would also pray 4 hours a day. 4 hours a day. Now, most of us don't have that time because we're connected to a matrix of insurmountable just working our hands to the bone in some cases. I used to do it all the time. I had no time to do anything. Julie Size, yes, I could see you. It is important, Rebecca Ludwig. Yes, praying and fasting is important. It is, and I'm doing the best. Apple cider vinegar, Forest Sprout. I have heard the same. Forrest, let me know. Talk to me about that, man. I have also heard that. Wilma Travail. Hi, Thomas. I feel the stress going down just from your voice. That is so sweet. I don't know if you're talking about in my own voice, like my stress level's going down, or your stress level. Let me know. Let me know. There is Cobalt Wolf, a whole lot of missing time in Jesus' life. We talked about that on the live show, on the True History, the Untold Stories. We touched on that with the Punisher and Stop to Go. Forrest, let me know about the apple cider vinegar, please. Green Girl, apple cider vinegar tears my stomach up immediately. I have a pretty strong stomach though. I'm all right. Juice up kale every day. Every day I do that. Mango, pineapple, kale, ginger. What else is in there? Something else is in it. I do that. I have that drink in a smoothie. Just crushed ice. At least 4 times a week. I go to work out. And then I go and do that. And then I have one of those. That's what I do. And it's filling. It's filling. Yes, Punisher, more Hidden History is on the way. Not this Friday, but next Friday. EJC, you're the man. My brother Steve got me watching you. Excellent, man. Excellent. No, Woods, I'm just not, I don't want to touch on the news today. I will touch a little bit, and I did it before. You know, I will touch a little bit on Jeff Sessions. It's all I want, and I think this is unanimous. All we want is justice. I want the negativity out the door. That's all I want. And for things to be returned back to a normalized state that will not be normal to us, but will feel normal because we're brought here to have that normality. Not a matrix-based normality, but an actual genuine normality of brotherly and sisterly love. That's all it was. DJJD, that's up for interpretation. I've heard both. Was it positive or was it negative? I don't know. I'm speaking about the last caller on True History. What is a master cleanse? Virginia Brooks says. I want to know. I'm looking this up. See. A master cleanse. So Wednesday, guys, I hope you're ready. Gert Van Boxaler. Thank you, man. Thank you for noticing that. I love it too. It's high vibe, man. Good vibes. True. Did you pick up the MAGA SZN album? I don't know what that is, Rook. Let me know. I don't know what that is. G the PT. Bruh. Last show was fire. That last caller went in. He took it down the lane, didn't he? He took it down the lane. So, a master cleanse. A master cleanse, guys. Bring this in. A master cleanse is a modified juice fast that permits no food, substituting tea and lemonade with maple syrup and cayenne pepper. Huh. I maybe could do this. This would be expensive though. Proponents claim that the diet detoxifies the body and removes excess fat. There is no scientific evidence that the diet removes any toxins or that it achieves anything beyond temporary weight loss. Oh, the science that you're pushing? This science that's probably brought over here by you-know-who's? Yeah, I'm going to listen to science. What, do I look like a dunce? Science. So, I'm guessing, I've heard of the cayenne pepper. I love cayenne pepper. Substituting tea and lemonade made with maple syrup. I have all this. So that's what you drink? So when you start to feel it's not expensive, I mean, if you're going to make juice, if you're going to get a juicer, those things are like $500. Nicole Marie, thank you. Q Cross from the UK, what's up, man? Or Sweetie Pie, what's up? Yeah, I don't know. Cayenne pepper is great for weight loss and fat loss. Guys, I'm doing this. Doing it. I'm dropping weight just doing me. Just, I know some portions of dieting, and it's not just for weight loss. This is a spiritual thing too, that I think that we can all, come together on that as well. Murray Wakefield cheering on from Australia, where we go one, we go all. Thank you, my friend. Thank you, Murray. Thanks for stopping by, my friend. Guys, by the way, we're at 500 likes. Can we get to 1,000? That's always the goal, is hitting that 1,000 like, pinnacle point. That's what I want. Hand blender, I'm not doing that. That's when my laziness comes out. Julie sighs, you will raise your consciousness with diet. I laugh at that, but you are so right. I'm not laughing at you. It makes me happy to see comments like that. Because I truly believe in that. Dahlonega, Georgia. I used to go there, Hilda. It's beautiful there. So what we got to do. So I'm asking the chat. Let me ask the chat. So when if you're starting to get nudged into that hunger, Jeremy, thank you so much for the super chat. Navy vet, Bubba, love you, love the show, love the show's vibe. Hope to see you in Jax, my man. Thank you, my friend Navy vet, all day long. Thank you, Jeremy. I thought that's not your real name, is it? Is it? I thought Navy vet was Shane. Am I losing my mind? I'm losing my mind. I'm fine. But this is what I'm going to do. I could do this. So this is, you supplement the tea, the lemonade, mix with the syrup and cayenne pepper when you start to feel hunger creep. Is that what it's for? Yeah, it's Shane. That's what I thought. Paulette, I know. I actually bought Aunt Jemima, and I'm never gonna open it because I'm gonna sell it down the line. Like 20 years from now, I'm just gonna sell it because it's gonna be a relic. It's a relic. Okay. I don't know. We'll figure it out. You know what I've also been looking at? We could go into this too, if you want to. Bone broth. I love chicken broth. You know what else is really good? And I feel like if it's expensive to make, but I'm not that great of a cook, so I feel like I'd waste money on trying to make it, is miso soup. Supposed to be really, really good for you. And if you've ever been to a hibachi place, if you've ever been to a Japanese restaurant, I could eat miso soup. I don't know how high it is in sodium, but I guarantee you, if you did miso soup, I think you'd be all right. Let me know. Bone broth. Good bone broth is also expensive. Why is that? Why are the things that are so good for us so expensive? And then the garbage that you see out there, McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's, Chick-fil-A, Taco Bell, they're everywhere, are so cheap and affordable. It's a matrix. It's a matrix, and if you take a wrong turn, and it's addicting too. Like, I can grill out hamburgers. You know, if my dad grills out a hamburger or something, I can eat one hamburger, and I'm like, I'm pretty full. Dress it all the way. I can eat whatever's in that meat that they make, which I posted a tweet and it got a lot of backlash, but it also went kind of viral. I can eat, if I'm hungry, I can eat 4, like, McDonald's hamburgers, and then an hour and a half later, I'm hungry again. It's the GMO. They put something else in there too. Christina Love, exactly. The deep state doesn't want the majority eating healthy or they will awaken. And it's poison. I said 90%. I said 90%. There's 90% human DNA in McDonald's meat. It's 80 or 90, but I'm just telling you what I tweeted. 10% is insanity. Why would people are like, it's actually 80%. Does it matter? It's still insane. You're still gonna eat it. Christina Solomon's gross, Thomas. What, eating that? I'm just talking about, I don't do it now. But, you know, I don't know. 2 years ago? Sure. I was a big boy. I was fat. I look back at old videos sometimes. I would go back through my phone. I'm like, good God. What happened? What happened? Right? I don't like it. Because if you're super overweight, if you're like obese, you're controlled. You are controlled. And I resent that. I resent the fact that they do that. You know? Navy vet, you're fine. You're safe here. You're doing fine. You'll be all right. The early intro? Be Happy King. Thank you for subscribing. I have garbage metabolism. Well, wall banger, awful metabolism. It died. It died when I hit about 27. Just died out. That's a great question. DJJD, why is it illegal to collect rainwater? Isn't that wild? Isn't that wild? We're enslaved. Don't kid yourself. We are enslaved. But we're here for a reason right now to break out of it. And that's what we're doing. We're doing it right now. It's such baby steps and it's so gradual that if you're kind of tapped in, you can see it and it almost makes you very impatient, which is a huge problem within this movement. There's a lot of impatience. But if you are able to keep your mindset good, keep your mindset even, and you can just gradually take the steps to where we're headed, oh my goodness, it's going to be so worth it. It's going to be so worth it. And we're going to look back on podcasts like this and saying, hey, if YouTube really exists or whatever platform exists, Ethan, thank you for subscribing. We're going to look back on this and be like, look how ready we were. So eager. And we're here. We're going to be there. It's our lifetime. Patience is everything. That is right, Cutesy. Oh, I love this. The Big Earn. Great name, by the way. That's my top 3 favorite movies. Patience maintains the game board we are playing on. Where we go one, we go all. Patience maintains the game board. Because there's two different games. There's two different wars going on. There's the war of draining the swamp. That's on in, Capitol Hill. That's within the hierarchy of America. Then you have the Great Awakening, which is a spiritual war that is going on worldwide. There's two different wars. And we're going to look back on this day and we're going to be like, we went through hell and back, but we made it. And we're stronger, we're healthier, we're happy. We're so happy. I already know this. That's why I get so tipsy-turvy. I'm so tipsy-turvy with it because I just get drained. And I need this. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. These streams, whoa. My goodness, how much they help. I'm speaking truth here, folks. With Brent 338, when you're in hell, keep walking. I get that. I agree. The best things that come are to those who wait. You got to get there, though. You got to get there. Isn't that wild? Liquid oxygen added to water is great? What? I don't even know what that means. Notice the chemtrails have all but disappeared. I don't even look in the sky anymore. Forest Sprout, thank you. True Reporting brings hope to many. I try. I was watching, you could say, Texas Patriot 77, thank you. Thank you for noticing. I was watching Revelation videos today. Now, you might say, Thomas, are you trying to drive yourself insane? Huh? Are you trying to dig an early grave watching that? It's a little doom and gloom. There's so many interpretations of it, though. And trust me, I'm well in over my head when I talk about this. This will trigger people, but it is what it is. I think that I don't know. I want to stay on topic for a second. Well banger, yes. Well, it is happening now. That's why I looked. I believe that you start researching stuff because you're drawn to it. You're being led to it spiritually, probably like God. I've done. I'm not saying that I'm, the best out there. I'm not. Far from it. But I've looked and I've researched all of this. All of it. When the stuff with Wayfair came up, I already know this. I already knew this. You're telling me that, not particularly Wayfair, but of course, these shipping companies are trafficking people. Of course this is going on. We know this. Was it surprising? No. What did it do? Hopefully it causes the best thing that it can do is it causes an investigation into it. Kathleen Connor, thank you so much for subscribing. I greatly appreciate it. I'm not going to do that. I'm not. I stepped back from it the entire time. I saw Tommy G's breakdown of it. Fantastic. If you're not following Tommy G on Twitter, you should probably do so. But I'm not going to do it. I refuse to do it, and I already knew it. So what do I want to start researching? I want to start digging into the Bible. I want to know what's going to happen. I want to have an idea of what's to come. I already know what's going to come when it comes to this realm. At least I hope I know. I have a well-rounded idea, and I feel like I've been led to that direction as to understand. But their time is up. The evil is over. It's dying. It's not over, but it's in the death throes, which is the most dangerous part of it all. We've been through the suffering, and it's time to suffer up a notch. So that's why I say that the trajectory of this channel on these live streams will be different. Because we need something like this for the times to come. This I can promise you. Helder, that's a very broad statement. I don't think we are fine in the end. But for families that work 30 years to building a small business, they're not fine. There's a lot of suffering going on right now. There's a lot of fear going on right now. I would love to start having watch parties. And just watching stuff on here. I'm going to have to do a little more research on how to do that without getting flagged. The arrests are coming. They are exposed now. It's just a matter of this bleeding out so that everyone's saying, scratching their chin. Oh, what's this? What's going on? You know? And that's happening right now. Again, it's a gradual effect. It's baby steps. But in return, it's death by 1,000 paper cuts on the deep state, on the evil. That's what it is. Dave MCQ, exactly. The dominoes are falling. Slowly but surely. Julie Sighs, it's our journey back to Eden. That's exactly correct. It's true. Samples, is this all supposed to come out on mainstream media? Guys, I don't know. That's the head of the snake. You cut that out? That's the head of the snake. You cut them all out. That's the head of the snake, man. That's a big boy. And it's still very much in control. Again, you know, I mean, I don't know what to do with that. It's dying slowly, but it is a big force to reckon with. You know it, and I know it as well. Scriptures make, P.D. Fletcher, scriptures make men wise for salvation, not people. It does make you stronger. Scripture is very good. And I've just researched so much. And a lot of it is, you know, I can't make people wake up. I can't. I can give you the information. I can give you the tools. And then people can run with it and do whatever they want, but you're not going to make people wake up. You won't. They have to do it on their own. So, you know, we will do the news Tuesdays and Thursdays. I will put 110% of effort into the podcast. But when it comes to this, it's a different stroke. It's going to be a completely different stroke. And I really want to start researching the Bible, the Quran, other stuff. I want to know. It's come that time, friends. And I felt like this came over me quick. much like this movement came over me quick. TR3B, what do you mean? You meant the B in there? I don't know. Peace, man. Let's take a call real quick. $7717, what's up?
What's up, Thomas? Ray from PA.
Hey, Ray, how are you, my friend?
How you doing? I got something that you might enjoy.
Okay.
Okay, everybody in the chat, you're going to have to answer this. After I lay it out there, Thomas is going to get a kick out of this.
Let's go.
I propose that we have a national mask up your local governor's ass fucking day in this country. And if you're down with that, give me a hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Love it, man. I love it. A mask up your... Huh?
These governors, you see what this asshole in California is doing over the weekend?
Well, he's murdering people. In a sense, Ray. He's murdering people's livelihoods.
Money laundering. Millions of dollars for masks. And they're coming from North Korea.
Oh, wow.
And then there's also another article I read. I wish I could send it to you because now I can't find it. That the son of the bitch was supplying AK-47s and AR-15s to BLM and Antifa. And you want to make a bet all them guns will trace back to Fast and the Furious?
100%.
I will guarantee you. So when the dirt comes out, what are we going to say about Obama now? He's still the greatest president of all time? When you find out he was dealing arms to kill your own people?
It's true. It's a sick thing, my man. And Ray, have you been listening the whole show, or are you just stopping by? Yeah,
I've been listening. I'm at work, so I got it on my old lady's iPad, and then I call into my phone.
Nice. Yeah, that's a. Don't you think, man, that we are moving into like a different. Like it's gonna get worse, and then it kind of opens up for everybody once this evil is like exterminated. Because you're right, when you're talking about handing out AR-15s and such to BLM and to these and to Antifa and all these people, I mean, this is they have to suffer the consequences, and it's all and the negativity, Ray, is all manufactured, isn't it?
Oh, they're going to suffer the consequences because they think they're just going to march around and kill innocent people. Little do they know, Trump is going to activate the militias along with the military, and they're not going to have fucking pity on these little bastards.
No. And I don't want pity, Ray. I want justice, my friend.
That's what we all want, and we deserve it because they have fucked us up the ass so many ways, this crooked-ass government that we got.
Yeah.
Taxes.
Yes.
Gun permits, car registration. Fuck you. Well, you want to hear some bullshit? My car license expires at the end of July, so I'm smart. May the 2nd, I got the money order, sent it up to Harrisburg.
Okay.
Still ain't got nothing. I called the last week of June. Oh, call back in a couple weeks. So I called today. You're going to love this answer they gave me. I said, well, so what am I supposed to do if I don't have nothing in the mail to go get my picture ID taken over? And I get pulled over and get a $175 ticket. Oh, well, that's out of our control. We're no longer giving extensions. So what the fuck is the purpose of you? Just to sit here and steal money and tell me you ain't got enough people working in there? But you'll sure as hell take that money, though, right? And then I'm going to have to kick out another $30.50, then go to a notary to get the camera recorder spot, pay another $25. I could have used that $30 on gas for 2 weeks.
I know, man. It's a money pit, Ray.
It's the fucking top of all of it.
It's a money pit. The whole system is.
Oh, the whole thing's a fucking scam.
Yeah.
And what do you think is going to happen when people find out I worked for 30, 40 years and the IRS was bullshit. It was just a strong arm of the Fed. Yeah.
I know, man. Isn't that sick? It's sick. I don't know what it all is or what it all means, but I want revenge.
Oh, we're going to get our revenge because I think right after the elections, it's done and it's over with. And if you want a little bit of explanation out on that, go to a channel called Icons. ICONS. He's a black guy. He's ex-military. Mm-hmm. He's very intelligent with the Constitution and how to beat the court systems. He put out a video today about the deep underground military bunkers and stuff that we're not supposed to know about that I had an inkling about for years. Mm-hmm.
Wow. Listen, man,
anybody out there that I wasn't able to send that information over to, I tried, but it's sending a lot of them back. Some of the people that emailed me got them, and some didn't. And I can't figure out why it's kicking it back to me.
Ray, I don't know. All I know is that we get ours in the end, man. And that time is not far away. It's not that far away. And
then people are going to see this world for what it should be.
And that's when we change it, Ray.
Everybody's going to have peace. There's going to be no more wars. And it's going to go back to like when I was 6, 7 in the 70s. Some of you don't know, just seeing you across the street. How are you today? I'm good. Thank you for asking.
Isn't that beautiful? I miss that, man. I don't like living in this apartment. I want to move to a house so bad, Ray. So bad. I want a neighbor. I feel like I'm like in an isolation tank or something. I don't like it.
I live in an apartment, but, it's a nice complex. There's a lot of nice people up there. But when I come down to Philadelphia for work, it's like a fucking 360 bizarro world. People go through fucking stop signs, give me the finger. What the fuck? You went through the stop sign, not me. What? Another guy backing down the street when I'm on my way home almost fucking hits me. Oh, my car's already been hit twice. Once rear-ended coming to work, once parked at work. I didn't even have the car in 3 years yet.
Ugh. It's a nightmare realm.
Up my ass with a deductible.
Yeah, it's a nightmare realm. We'll get away from it, though, man. We'll get away from it.
I want to see the cable companies go down.
Me too.
I want to see all these big corporate scumbags go down.
Me too.
I want them to live in poverty like the scumbag. That's if they didn't rape no kids. Let them live out in the streets. Let's see how they like it.
They won't be able to walk down the streets, Ray. Listen, my man, I appreciate you calling. Always the best rants. I love it. And, Wednesday, hit us back up again, my friend. I hope you're doing well as well, my friend.
I'm doing pretty well, and I hope you are, and everybody out there is as well, and I'll definitely call in Wednesday.
Ray, enjoy the rest of your evening, man, and always a pleasure to speak with you. Always know that, okay?
You too, my friend. I'll talk to you soon.
Talk soon. Bye-bye. Ray from PA. He's one of our friends. Great man. He brings the fire, which I get. And I get it. I get that the 70s were great. Ray's talking about, when I'm 6 or 7 and people would speak to each other. And all that is good. That is a good thing. But just think of how corrupt it was. And that was such a sleep mode that we're in. I'm the same way. I love the 80s. Everything was beautiful in my mind. Everything at 6 is great in your mind. But what's to come is so much better. It's going to be so much better. Because we will understand so much more and we'll be able to cope with it because we're good. We're understanding what's to come. It's here. The plate's in front of us. We're able to maneuver better with all of this. We don't get bent out of shape. We're healthier. That's what's coming. Then the 70s, the 60s, the 80s, the 90s. As a child, everything's beautiful and it's whimsical. wasn't, though. It wasn't. It was up here, but what ruined it? It's not going and getting a job. It's the world that they created, the matrix that created, that ruined that for you and me and everybody else. Imagine bringing up a person, a child, in a society where you understood it and you were taught the correct things in school, and you were able to move throughout this realm without being dragged through the mud of suffering. It makes you stronger, sure. It makes you stronger, but boy, oh boy, does it break you down. Doesn't it? David Cadell, JFK was killed in the 60s. Reagan was shot in the 80s. We didn't know what we didn't know. No, you didn't. There was a veil in your face over everything you thought was right. We take control this time. That's what's going on. I agree. Cody questions everything. Stack gold and silver all day. All day. Julie sighs, grounding bare feet in nature is amazing. I agree. That's on my things to do list as well. To get outside a lot more. It really is. It's a good thing to have. Killer bear, a health bomb coming, sure. And I don't mean to be, bashing the 70s and 80s. It was incredible. Up to us it was okay, but the control, the grip of the deep state was so tight. I can't imagine. Kate Lang, we will rise. Absolutely. And we're better people for going through it. We're really, really good people. Tommy Vise, I don't make predictions. Tommy Vise. I don't do it. Ronald Seeley, life wears you down as you get older. It does. I'm feeling it. I'm 35. I feel it. I've been through hell the past 2 years, but I'm turning a corner. I've been turning this corner. The Big Earn, born in 1999, grew up in our current system, but I'll fight for the world that we need and want. Big Earn. Well said, my man. Well said. I'll fight. I'm fighting as well. We all fight. Just if you don't fight, we die. Right? Rise or die. That's what Q told us. Ringo, what's up, man? How you living? I can't do it. I live in a city. I'm gonna stand out there and get hit by a car. I can't do it. Big Doug, but do you understand what I'm saying, though? That there was no control. Like we look back at, that's the Matrix, though. Is that it wasn't great. You think it's great, it's not. They had control. They gave you just enough. They gave you just enough to think that you were okay. And now that they're losing control, look what they did to you. Look what they did outside your door. They lost the stronghold. They're losing the stronghold. So they made the world into a dumpster fire. They give you just enough to make you feel comfortable. And I tweeted this out too. The more comfortable you are, the more settled and cozy and the more you're controlled. It's true. So true. But when you're in control, You're more aware. You're not stressed. Because you're suppressing. When you're that comfortable, you are suppressing that on the back burner. It's in your head. It's in your head. But when you are virtually in control, your mental state and your surroundings, by God, I can't even imagine. That's a different way of living. That's a different feeling of comfort. Oh, I'm not gonna lie, Manny Ray. I had literally the greatest childhood. Incredible childhood. Wasn't spoiled. I was a neighborhood kid. I played basketball. I played wrestling. Built forts. Oh, my goodness. This is what it is. That was me prior to swallowing the red pill. I mean, it's good that you did, isn't it? When you look back on it, isn't it? I still feel like, and maybe it may not be the majority, I may just be projecting here, but I feel like I've well accepted the red pill. But I still am in like this lackadaisical stage of like I still wasn't being healthy. There's parts to it that you really have to you really have to be healthy through all this. And I think eating good is something that I've really put on the back burner, and I'm ready to go balls in to doing that. And I think it'll help you. I think it helps. Actually, no, it does help. It does help. I don't know anybody who's been red pilled my whole life. I don't know anyone. Me and my best friend, Josh, we woke up at the same time. Do you guys... Now listen. I am a big traditional holiday person. I love Christmas. I loved Halloween. Loved it. People say, this is Satanism. It is. If you're out there like, killing black cats and stuff, right? And you're drawing pentagrams and lighting candles. Yeah. But dressing up as dressing up as Michael Myers or something and going out and scaring kids, it's fun. Is it low tone? Is that low tone? It's sad. Paganism, that's right. Big Doug, what is that book about? Cutesy? That is the best. That's the best comment so far. And I am the exact same way. I innocently adore Halloween. I love that. Sweetie, that is so well said. You basically, what I was thinking, you put into words. That is so nice. I innocently adore Halloween. I innocently adore Christmas. And Thanksgiving. I don't know. That's poetry. It really is. You're like, oh, that's a bit much, Thomas. No. It really is. Lorenzo Gonzalez, I love you, man. Thanks for what you do. Glad you're on tonight. I was getting bored. Glad you could be here, my friend. Thank you for stopping by. I agree. On one of the Christmas is done wrong. It's not done correctly. It is a way, it's manipulated in a way to create a surplus in the stock market, which the stock market is completely controlled. It's very stressful on people. I will never buy another gift. Never. I'll make you a gift. I'll bake you a gift. But I will never buy you some materialistic thing ever again. I will never. I keep it to a minimum with my son. You know what's so beautiful? You know what's beautiful? Is going to a candlelight service for Christmas at a church. Isn't that beautiful? And then you come home, you have dinner, and then you sit by the tree in front of the fire, and you can read stuff to each other. Isn't that beautiful? Not, oh shit, I gotta go. I gotta go to a Black Friday. That's gonna be cut out too. Black Friday is racist. But that stress of the holiday season, and I think you'll always get stressed if you're cooking and such. That's just comes with the territory. But if you're going out and you're breaking the bank, you're breaking the budget to buy trash, it's time to switch it up. And you'll feel such a relief. It'll be a calming effect for Christmas. It really will. I've done it. People stress at Christmas. Isn't that awful? Isn't that just sick? They make you stress. The TV pumping commercials in. Get this. Get the new iPad. Get the new Samsung phone. Right? You're out of your mind. I'm not. I don't even look at the TV. I don't even know why I have a television. Such a waste of money. I work for that? I work to bring cancer into my house? No more. Oh my, I'm so excited for my son. So excited that he has a dad that knows what's up. I wish I could get him more often. It happens. It happens. Yeah, they pump it in, don't they, Shan? They show Christmas commercials in September. You better start stressing. You better start saving. Right? Not this year. What clubs you work with when you golf? Titleist all day, baby. All day. And there's nothing wrong with buying expensive golf clubs. It brings you happiness. You're outside. You're exercise. That is exercise. And if people think they're not, why don't you go walk 18 holes and tell me how you feel afterwards, swinging a club and carrying a 40-pound bag on your back. What about Halloween and Thanksgiving at True Reporting? But screw that. They just throw in buy. They do. They do. Food tech, no. I'm not. Let's take another phone call. How about it, huh? 8744, welcome to the show. 8744, what's up? 8744, hello? 1274. What's up? Welcome to the show.
Hey, how you doing, Thomas?
I'm good. You mute the stream in the back for me, please, sweetie?
I thought I did.
1274. What's up? Welcome to.
All right, how's that?
That's good. How are you today? Who's this?
This is Dawn Mitch.
Hey, Dawn. How are you?
Good. How you doing, hon?
I'm doing good. What's going on?
I just wanted to bring up a couple things, and I didn't know if you wanted to talk about it or not. But the first thing is your conversation, your last stream with that awesome caller you had at the end of the
Yes.
stream. Yeah, there was a mention of Ron Wyatt, and I've done a lot of reading up on Ron Wyatt, and if your listeners really should look into him, because he has been completely buried by like the Smithsonian and any other relevant historical, like, I don't know who it is out in Europe and whatnot, but every time he's tried to come forward, they've just totally shunned him, and he ended up having he was looking for the
what is this man's name, Dawn?
Ron Wyatt, RON Wyatt, WYATT, and he did he was looking for the Ark of the Covenant. Yeah, he was looking for the Ark of the Covenant. And then when he was looking for the Ark of the Covenant, he was looking in the not so popular places. He was trying to go by biblical text and look for the biblical places that it would possibly be. And when he dug into this little area, long story short, he found, not only did he find the Ark of the Covenant, but he found blood. And it happens to be underneath in Calvary, which is where Jesus was crucified, and the blood was down a crack. So he took the blood to an Israeli lab. Okay. Now, most of us, I should say all of us, not most of us, all of us have 46 chromosomes, 23 from mom, 23 from dad. Okay. And our sex is determined usually by the father's genome, which is an X for female, Y for male. Now, when they analyzed that blood, it not only was the blood actually moving, it was dead blood. It should have been dead blood. It was moving, which meant it was alive.
Whoa.
It had 23 chromosomes, 23 plus 1. And the plus 1 was Y for male. And the 23 was from the mother. There was no 46. 23 plus 1.
Holy cow.
23 mom plus 1 sex chromosome, Y. And I've watched his whole presentation. He has a lot of them, actually, if you look them up. But it's very compelling. It's very, I don't even understand how it's not out there. I just don't understand it. But
this is a great question, Dawn. From Martha Crabble, what was the blood type?
Oh, I don't remember.
Isn't that a great question, though? That's crazy to think of.
That is a great question, and I don't remember off the top of my head. I'm going by memory, right?
Well, I'm sure we can.
Yeah,
look it up.
Obviously. And then so it was brought up in your last stream. I thought that was really amazing. Like because I've watched a bunch of his stuff. So everybody should look this guy up. Lastly, I have a thing that I say I have a lot of atheist friends, and I pray for them every day.
If you're an atheist, you're a Satanist, because, and this is true, because if you do not believe in a God, that you believe in no God, that means that you're against of the God. And that means that in technical terms, that means you're a Satanist. you don't practice it, but I don't think they don't know that they are practicing that. You know what I'm saying?
Well, the thing is that Satan will bring in like a lot of science and stuff that like like the Mayans, I watch Ancient Aliens all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is that when you watch stuff like that, you have to be able to discern between the fact that, okay, great, ancient aliens, probably aliens, whatever. You need to be able to discern the fact between it being brought up by Satan to deceive us, as opposed to believing that there is one true God, one true living God. So the thing I say to some of my, and I have a vast world of friends. I mean, I've worked in very different fields. And I say this, I say, if I believe what you believe, as in the atheist, and you're right that there's nothing after this, I die and nothing happens, or we're done, nothing, that's it. Okay, nothing to lose, right? There's nothing to lose.
Yeah.
But if I'm right, and there is a God judging us when we die, do I want to take that chance of eternity of nothingness and hell as opposed to heaven? I don't gamble, but I'm pretty sure that's a very simple answer right there. There's no way I'm going to sit there and say that I'm not going to commit myself to something better, bigger, and to the living God when you're saying, well, it doesn't matter, nothing's there. Well, if there is, then you're screwed. Like,
do you believe in a vengeful God?
I don't believe in vengeful. I believe that there's a just God. I believe God is just. Like, okay, so this is the way I think of it, because I was a police officer. So I have like a kind of law type brain. Plus I was a paramedic, so I have that too. When you go to court, right? You commit a crime. You go to court. All right. There's a judge. And if you're just facing the judge and you do it on your own without spending any money or whatever or even if you have someone like work for free for you, it's just you and that judge. And you don't really have the ability and knowledge to defend yourself because that's not your expertise. You know what I mean? But if you have a lawyer, that lawyer can step in and vouch for you. And that's what Jesus does. So God is the judge and Jesus is our lawyer. He sits there and he says, I vouch for, Dawn or Thomas. Like they may have done things wrong, but they truly are great and loving and worthy of your love and going to heaven. The other thing I've heard is that, like, it's also that, he paid the price. Jesus paid our price. So if you think of it in the court setting, that you have this big old fine, you can't get out of jail unless someone pays the fine. Well, Jesus goes in and pays for it, So if you think of it that way, that's how I think of it. I don't think of a vengeful God. I think of the normal normal in these days is pretty outstanding, but it should be normal family unit. Sometimes you have the mom and the dad and the kids, and mom kind of like, please don't beat the crap out of them.
Yeah.
They did something wrong. You know what I'm saying? Dad's not a vengeful dad, but he's just disciplining you. You know what I mean? Like in that way. And mom saying, please don't,
right.
Just let them be. I'll talk to them. And that's another way. That's how I think of it.
Well, I mean, yeah, we all have our interpretations. So, and again, I'm well in over my head with conversations like this. So, and this is the corner I'm trying to take to try and understand this more. And I have my idea of a God, of our God, of God, we'll say, of source, whatever you want to call it. And, I'm just trying to dig more into it and to get everybody's kind of their own interpretation is very interesting. It's very interesting, And I go ahead.
Because I remember you saying something about how you were you wanted to do more research with the Bible and stuff. I want you to look up Jonathan Cahn, and the last name is spelled Cahn. His story is really great too, because his story is he's a Jew, and he's a Messianic Jew, which means he believes that Jesus is our Savior. But his story is so compelling, and he has a bunch of books out where he talks about so many parallels with history. You know how they say history repeats itself?
Yeah.
Well, he can actually connect all of history in the biblical tense up to, even including Trump. Like, he can do the whole thing. And his story is so compelling because he literally rejected God a bunch of times. And the way he tells the story is kind of funny, but he actually ended up having to concede. Like, okay, fine, I will be your messenger. Fine.
Right.
But he really was like, he was trying to make deals with God, and he was like, yeah, I might believe in you. Let me get to 19, and then something, he almost dies, and then he's like, well, at least let me get to next year. It was just, it's almost like it's a true real person story.
Right.
And now he is like one of the most strong and dedicated messengers of God that I've ever listened to, because he explains things in the Bible in our terms. And he goes by fact history, like not just like, this story of Daniel killing the giant happened, but no, he goes deep into like the story in history of how it happened. Like, you can look it up and look at the archaeological facts and blah, blah, blah. So I don't know, I'm spewing, but that's my thing. I love history. And
yeah, that's good. People need to understand. People need to take a look into it. People know who Jonathan Cahn is in the chat, and I'm going to look more into this Ron Wyatt guy. That's really interesting to me. So, Dawn, thank you for calling. Great call, and call back anytime.
All right, thank you, hon.
All right, we'll talk soon.
Safe, okay.
Yes, ma'am. We'll see you. Bye-bye. All right, let's try 8744 again. 8744, you there?
Yellow.
Hey, who's this?
Hey, it's your boy Steven.
Hi, Steven. How are you?
Not too bad, Thomas.
What's on your mind tonight?
I've been tripping ever since I've been listening to you guys for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of started with John's Here to Help.
Yes.
I know people say disinformation, this and that, programming.
Mm-hmm.
Just dealing with it every day.
Mm-hmm.
People hating on one another. It's tough. I heard last week one of your military guys saying he's having a hard time with normies.
Mm-hmm.
I deal with it every day.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a civilian.
Mm-hmm.
I have to endure 4 hours to listen to local news, CBS local.
Mm-hmm.
And it's awful. It's nothing but negativity.
Yes, that's all that it is.
Yeah. But I sit around guys that are retired military. We now work for the government as civil servants.
Mm-hmm.
Or guys that did one hitch, got out, and now work as civil servants.
Yeah.
Me in my case, I got kicked out for smoking the bowl.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, did 3.5+ years. I mean, when I got out, shortly thereafter that, it was okay to smoke the pole.
Mm-hmm.
You can smoke the pole, you can't smoke the bowl.
Mm-hmm.
That's how things are upside down. And I've dealt with it my whole life.
I question.
What I'm saying is, yeah,
go ahead. I was going to say that I question marijuana. I question booze, because the hand of it's too there's
Too
the
easy?
hand of the evil is too much in it, and by the hand of the evil I mean the hand of the government has its hand too much on it.
Yeah, yes. Listen, I fell out of an airplane and almost fucking broke my neck.
Mm-hmm.
And I was going to medical, and basically after about 6 months, Lieutenant Commander looks at me and say, "Hey, if this continues, I'm gonna have to put you out." So I kept my mouth shut. I fucking sucked it up, started going to the gym, getting crazy, still hurting all the fucking time, smoking here and there. Anyways, I got kicked out.
Mm-hmm.
But lucky, thank God, I'm able to serve. And I serve proudly every freaking day.
Good. Thank you for doing that.
I carry red, white, and blue to the day I die. But here
Absolutely.
it comes to Thomas.
Mm-hmm.
My girlfriend, my daughter, I'm sorry, in 2011, her boyfriend is black.
Yeah.
And I tell people I'm accused of being white. I'm really 25% Seneca Indian.
Mm-hmm.
My grandmother was growing up on a reservation in New York.
Mm-hmm.
Because my grandfather come back from World War II and they met and they married and had sons. They had sons, which is me,
Mm-hmm.
making me 25%.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't get Seneca citizenship because I guess my grandfather's white. But the hypocrisy is my grandmother grew up on a reservation. She's 100% Seneca. Elizabeth Warren. It kills me. Here's somebody like me. I never tried it, but I started thinking, be proud of your heritage. We're all Americans. We're all Americans. So back to I call him my son. I find out he's black, and I'm like, I don't care as long as he treats her right. That's what I want. So anyways, about 6 months later, get a call on a Friday night. They're in the ICU. I'm freaking. So me and the wife rushed to the hospital, and luckily they put him in the same room. And when I went in there, my daughter was banged up bad. She busted her leg in multiple places, but he had a head injury, and I knew the leg could be fixed.
Yeah.
When I looked at him laying next to her, I didn't look at him at her as her boyfriend or some black kid.
Yeah.
I looked at him as my son, man. The freaking ceiling opened up, man. It was like, this is what life is about. Everything else is bullshit. So
An epiphany.
Long story. Long story quick. This is for everybody in America. I don't want to tell you where I'm from. If you did the research, they know where I'm from. They went to college. They're in the medical field. Total professionals. They got engaged a few years ago. And I always knew something was special. My life, things are happening. They call it synchronicity or idiosyncrasy, deja vu. The thing about coincidence.
Right.
My life ain't coincidence.
Right. There are no coincidences.
No. He shows me a family reunion of the picture. His family. His mother was white. His father's black. Shows me a picture of his family. The woman in the bottom corner is Rosa Parks. First he knows I'm a tin hatter,
Okay, yeah.
I love dig. I've been digging since Bill Cooper, William Cooper days. The old coast to coast late at night. That's why I love your show, Thomas.
Thank you.
You're hitting it, bro. You're hitting it.
I'm trying to, man. I'm trying to take it in a different direction.
And listen, you're here for a purpose. Just like this story tonight that I'm telling you. I'm opening it up for you, brother. I'm opening it up. Anyways, after that was a few years ago. And then Trump gets elected and all this shit starts happening. And I'm like, yeah, we're talking. I'm explaining to them what's going on. Some of them, the dad, take it easy. Dad, take it easy. My wife telling, yeah, he's lost it. Well, every day, more and more is verified or proven true.
Yes.
Anyway, long story short, they come in the house. My daughter's crying. I'm thinking something's wrong with the father-in-law because He had a stroke. Luckily, he survived. He's out. Everything's cool.
Good.
She's pregnant. They're going to have a baby. They're going to have a baby, Thomas.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I can't tell you how proud I am just to be a grandfather. But the
Good
story
for you,
in
man.
and above it. The
I'm
heritage,
happy
bro.
for you.
Yes, man. Yes, man. Listen, we're all fighting. We're fighting we're fighting a spiritual battle. And I'm gonna go. Sorry to take all your time.
You're fine.
And I've been trying to call you for weeks, man. I keep hanging up, bro. I finally said, don't ever deny your faith.
No, and you know what, man? You did. You're a good man, and I think the best. I think you're gonna have a great tight knit family, and again, just love them, love the ones who you're surrounded with, and be thankful.
I love you. I love you all.
Absolutely.
Everything you're talking about, I'm either thinking right then, already thought about it, or it's coming out of my mouth.
Right.
We're all in tune, bro. We're all in tune.
We are. We're linked, my friend. Steven.
Yes, where we go one, we go all, brother.
All day, my man. Where we go one, we go all. Hey, Steven, you have a great night, my friend. Great story. And it's good to hear that positivity, man. Thank you.
Thanks, Thomas. Love
Call back anytime, man. Thank you, Steven. Very nice, man. Listen. What he had was an epiphany. That's what he had. And I want one of those so bad. I've had a handful, maybe 4 to 6 in my lifetime. Oh my God, I would love to have another one. There's nothing quite like it. That's true. It's true. You have one of those, you shift your consciousness. I bet your timeline shifts. It's that significant. And I'm sure every one of us in here has had an epiphany. I can't remember my last one, but I think it was figuring this out. Right? Guys, if you're enjoying this, if this is bringing you happiness, if this is bringing you a sense of calmness, and you're vibing, go ahead and hit that like button. Let's get to 1,000 likes. 1,000 likes, I would really appreciate it. And again, some of the best way to support this channel, I'm bringing you as much positivity as I can, mirth. We have our laughs with Ray and PA. So, we have great comments going on. We have good music going on. The vibe is just, mwah, right? So if you want to support this channel, the best way to do so is through the Patreon, and Shan just dropped the link. It's much appreciated, as this channel has been demonetized. And again, all of this is done for free. So I hope you take that into account, and I hope you are enjoying yourselves. We got about 20 more minutes left in the show, a little less. And I appreciate you guys holding on the line. We'll go ahead and take another call real quick. Remember to mute your stream when you call in. I would really appreciate it. 6643, welcome to the show. 6643, welcome to the show.
Hi, you can hear me.
Absolutely.
Oh, no, you can't, because I just literally unmuted my stream.
I can hear you.
Idiot.
I can hear you.
Hi, I've been listening to your show for a long time. Now,
What's your name?
Victoria.
Hi, Victoria. Nice to meet you.
Yeah. Surprised I got through. I never actually tried to call into a live stream before because I'm terrified of my own voice.
You're fine. You sound fine. What's going on?
I guess I'm just struggling through a lot. I thought the Great Awakening would be okay, but I found out the person I know this sounds really lame and stupid, and no one wants to hear this, but
That's not true.
I've been in love with for 14 years is a Freemason, and he doesn't love me, and that might be a good thing.
He's a Freemason, so he's in the club.
Yeah, he's
And you found out today this information?
Huh?
You found out today that he just isn't into you anymore or something?
Well, maybe not tonight. Just the past few days. It was
Is it because of what you've? What's that?
Might have been. I think it might have been.
Because it kind of goes against what he thinks.
It goes against what he thinks, and I don't know. I'm not really entirely sure, because at this point, I don't think I'm on the wrong path, and I know that I'm not on the wrong path.
Right.
Because when it came to you mentioning about you wanted to delve right deep into the Bible, that happened to me before this happened.
Mm-hmm.
But the Bible's true, and many can say that it's not, but it is.
Well, yeah. So I'm not following you. So, what are your plans on doing?
What do you mean? I don't know what to do. I want to get the information out there, and I feel like my heart's been crushed. Now I don't know how to do it anymore. I felt like I had all the answers until this happened, and I know it sounds really lame, but I felt like I lost everything.
You haven't lost everything. You've lost, and that's so, it's fresh and it hurts, and that's natural. But if you give it time and you work on yourself with battling that sadness, not with overindulging in stuff, but actually doing it with exercise and trying to do things that don't
kill me if I do anything bad.
What's that?
My cat. I have a cat. I can't do anything stupid.
Yeah, no. I mean, I don't understand. No, I understand what you mean. But listen, all you got to do is combat the sadness with keeping yourself busy in a very good way, and that's what you need to do. And you're on the right path. You're not on the wrong path. You're on the right path, and you'll figure it out. I can't give you advice. That's the only advice I will give you, because the rest comes to you.
Because I'm afraid of what the repercussions could be, seeing as he's so high up in the order, and just found out that I came into a whole bunch of secrets that I shouldn't have known. I bought a bunch of books I shouldn't have bought. And then, I have, it's a weird, if you've ever read it before, it's called The Book of Hiram. Don't read it unless you want to sleep. No. All these kind of books that they believe, they don't want that to get out. And now that I don't have any person to hold me back, I'm afraid almost on how to do it. And I just moved back to Colorado, I moved away from Colorado Springs to Lincoln, Nebraska. And there's not very many people here that I know.
Yeah. Well, you got a lot of people in the chat. I mean, you can always join in on the chat. There's like 1,000 people, the majority of the time, to share your ideas and your struggles with. And, everyone here is pretty high vibe, so they would definitely help you out.
Yeah, most of everyone I've ever met in any of your chats knows who Nikola Tesla is.
Yeah.
Anyone who knows who that is pretty awesome to me. Just because he was
a lot of smart people in here. There's a lot of smart people in here, Victoria. And they'll help you. They'll help walk you through it. That's why, we do it 3 days a week. So when you do feel down, and when we're not on the air, you need to be taking good care of yourself and staying busy. Don't worry about him. Just do you. And once you do that, and you stay out of the trenches, you stay out of the ruts, you start to blossom again, and you feel you're like a phoenix rising from the ashes. You'll be all right. You're going to be just fine. What's that?
My boss just cut half my hours because of this, and it's really hard to have it. I'm a veteran myself, so I don't it's hard to keep a job just with PTSD alone.
Yeah. Well, sweetie,
And
I don't.
you
I mean,
find out
I can only give you the advice that I've taken that works the best. And I don't, I can't tell you what to do. All I can tell you is the best thing that works. And if I feel like it works 100% of the time is to do it that way. And, Victoria, I do have other calls to get through. Listen, Wednesday you could call back in. We could talk more about it. But I need you to do you. I need you to just exercise. I need you to just keep the vibe up as best you can and stay busy in a good way. That's what I can tell you. And then it'll alleviate itself. It's still fresh. Once that freshness wears off, you'll start to you'll gravitate away from it. You gravitate away from it naturally. You'll see.
Sorry about the road sounds. I live right close to a road. I can't really get away from it.
Mm-hmm. Ugh. Well, I don't know, Victoria. I don't know, but listen, I hope the best for you. Everyone here wishes you the best. And call back Wednesday, okay, sweetie?
Yes, and I'm sorry I couldn't contribute, but I was on hold for a while, so I didn't hear half of the conversations.
You're fine. No. It's open forum. You call in and talk about whatever you want to, and that's what's so special about doing this. So you call back Wednesday. It's always open forum.
I did enjoy, to make it on a lighter note, this may have been a long time ago, I did enjoy your conversation with Rosie O'Donnell.
Oh, not Rosie O'Donnell. Roseanne Barr. Yeah.
Whatever. She reminded me of my mom, so she was a trip, to say the least. She was informative and just disheartened.
Absolutely. She's a special person, I'll say that. Victoria, thank you for calling, sweetie pie. I'm going to go ahead and take the next phone call, and I want you to enjoy yourself, okay? Take care of yourself and be healthy and happy, and I know you can do it because you're on the right path, as you said in the beginning of the conversation. So thank you for calling in, sweetie.
Take the Q oath.
Absolutely. Take that Q oath, and I'm glad you did. We'll talk soon, okay? Thank you, sweetie. Guys, what do we got about? We could take another call. How about that? We're doing relationship help. Dr. Drew. Dr. True. We'll go ahead and take another call. Make it quick. 3262, welcome to the show. 3262, welcome to the show.
Hey, Thomas.
Hey, what's up? Who's this?
John Howe.
John, how are you, my friend? Sorry, I had the music playing in the background. You doing good, my man? How are you feeling? How are you feeling?
I'm actually feeling pretty good.
Beautiful.
I got 24 more infusions to go through, and I don't wish that on anybody. But it is not a painful process, but it just takes a while. So
yeah.
I had some things I wanted to mention to everybody tonight.
Sure.
I've been obviously having time on my hands.
Yeah.
I want to bring some very interesting dates up to you, Thomas.
Mm-hmm.
September date, as you know, I don't know if you're familiar with this or if you recall it, but President Trump put the stop order on buyback stocks from the major corporations into September, and I think it's like September 9th or something like that they can't buy their stocks back. And there was a specific reason for that. It ties into Nasara and Gasara. Okay, so just so keep that date in mind, September. And prior to the stock buyback, all debt will probably, this is my opinion from everything I've read and studied so far, is all the debt is going to be removed from everybody before September. So that's, of course, that's my opinion, but there's a lot of sound stuff I don't obviously have enough time to go through tonight on this phone call, but I wanted to bring that up to you guys. So just keep an eye on that as people looking through the things. and you're going to hear more and more about this, especially as it starts to heat up. The other couple things I wanted to mention to everybody was we have an interesting date in July here, July 22nd. Everything is my opinion, okay? So everybody has to take that and do their own discernment, okay?
Okay.
But July 22nd is when we're going to see the next Q postings. We're not going to see one before that. Mm-hmm. So July 22nd, and there's going to be some. It's the go date, in my opinion, and the go date means there's going to be a lot of very, very unhappy people, very unhappy people, mm-hmm. and there's no going back, and nothing will stop it, nothing. Okay, so we've been sitting on the edge of our seats and waiting for something to happen and all this. Well, this is my opinion. I think this is when you're going to see it happen. You're going to see it really fly off the handle. And the other thing I want to mention something to you guys is you realize everybody's going to have a windfall. It's going to be the greatest wealth redistribution of wealth that this world has ever seen.
Yes, I do agree with you there. Yes, that is coming.
Everybody's going to get a piece of that now, but there's some more to it now. That I don't know if you guys have been paying attention, but the gold and the silver market I heard somebody talking about it earlier tonight, and I saw it in the chat and stuff. Gold and silver is being suppressed. It's being held back, held down. The true value of silver is in the 3,700s right now. That's the true value. It's selling for $19.75 an ounce. I would highly suggest people get a piece of the action.
Yes, I agree.
Yep. So you only got 2.5 months to do it because this is going to fly in October. So Trump is holding the silver prices down and the gold prices down for us to get our share. He's been telling you, if you listen to his speeches, every speech he mentions something like silver linings, and he puts it in there. If you listen carefully, you can hear all the things, and I think it's important for people to understand. That's why I got on the call, because I want everybody should get a piece of that action. Because if you buy 20 ounces of silver for, it's about $500, maybe a little less, and then you get it in your hand. Make sure you get it shipped to you, and then what happens is that silver will go to somewhere in that neighborhood of $4,000 an ounce. So you just do the math, and that's
right.
What's going to happen, So I wanted everybody to get a chance to get in there. So I wanted to make sure that people understood that they don't have that much time to fool around. And by the way, it's not easy to find. I bought some more tonight, and it's been difficult. There are some places to go around to get it, but they run out and they get it replenished. But it's you're gonna. It's going to become scarcer and scarcer as we go forward. So anyway, I wanted to say that, and let's see. I had some notes. I wrote some notes down so that I could as little time as possible. Okay.
Actually, I only have a minute and a half, John. I have 2 questions for you. If you could just give it to me really quick. Why the 22nd? Just quickly.
Okay, the 22nd was put out. It's not going to be a quick answer to that.
Okay. Well, I'll go to the next one. What about this chain shortage?
Oh, that's kind of interesting. That's something that's kind of man-made, and I'm not sure why it was forced into that, but that'll work its way through. But we're going to have currency changes anyway. And I was asked an interesting question earlier about this. The thing is, we are not going digital. We are going to have real currency and change in this country when this is all said and done. So why the change issues now, I do not really know. They stopped making it. And so apparently, to me, I think it's being hoarded somewhere. It's being hoarded for weight. So I don't know anything else. Don't know why. I saw this 2 months ago as it started to go on. So
Wow.
I'll tell you what I'll do, Thomas. I will research that out and get back to you on it.
John, that would be great. And listen, it's really good to hear you doing better. I know you said you had like 24 more infusions. I hope that goes well. You're a strong man, and I think all of us can come together on this. We thank you every time you call in, my friend. I appreciate your support as well. Always know that.
Okay, you got it, buddy.
John, have a great night, my man. Take care, please.
Okay. Bye.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. John Howe, everybody. My friends, that is the end of our show. I hope you enjoyed yourselves. Listen, I hope that these 2 hours brought you some happiness. I hope it took your mind off any negative thought process that you may have, and it suppressed the suffering, eased the suffering, and it just made you happy tonight. That's what it is. It's all about joyfulness. It's all about positivity. It's all about just peace, isn't it? It's all about peace. If you enjoyed this, guys, please hit that like button. Please subscribe to this channel. Get us to 1,000 likes real quick. This is always so therapeutic for me, and I think it's therapeutic for many others. And I just want to thank each and every one of you. Please go ahead and follow me on Twitter as well, at TRUreporting. You'll see me on there. We're doing some numbers. I want to thank Shan. I want to thank Sonny. I want to thank The Punisher. I want to thank Buck Swain. Thanks to each and every one of you who called in. Great conversation tonight, as usual. And I hope you enjoyed it. That's what it's all about. I truly hope you enjoyed it. And friends, until next time, enjoy yourselves. Be safe out there. Tomorrow, we'll show up with a brand new podcast. And I just hope you enjoyed it. That's what we're here for, friends. Good. Thanks to all the familiar names. Thanks to everybody. We hit 1,000 likes just now. So thank you. And I will talk to you guys next time. Have a beautiful night. Bye-bye. Guys, if you found what you just watched informative and you enjoyed it, then please subscribe to the True Reporting family today. There are many ways to support this channel, like our Patreon link, our PayPal link, and our TrueReporting.us official website link in the description box below. Join the True Reporting family today and be a part of history, because where we go one, we go all.